too.
Yeah, I have only. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's like I just, you know, because respectfully, I'm like, why he's saying shit like that? Like, because ladies, I'm trying to be professional. Y'all go check it out though. Do you think support my brother over here?
Yeah, so it's like I'm not looking for to date any of y'all niggas at all.
Okay, so question: What if a girl was like interested, but she just wanted to like do that too on OnlyFans to like make money with you? Like, would you do that as like a partnership?
To date her at the same time?
No. Like, she just wants to like do content with you on OnlyFans. Like, yeah, she might want to kick it with you or something like that, but she just wants to.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm not a sex worker.
Spicy.
I have sex, but I'm not a sex worker. You know what I mean?
but are you having sex on OnlyFans though?
Huh? Guys, no. I would never do something like that.
Wait, so what's on OnlyFans then? You doing like other things?
I give them advice.
Advice naked?
No. They
naked.
They call me the professor.
But booty naked. You just be sitting there like, yeah, so y'all. With nothing but some glasses on.
Bro, it's like, see, that's the thing. That's Chance Drive, you know, where we're going away from that eventually, you know. But yeah, the professor thing, I don't know where that came from.
The more you know. Because it's sexy. The whole schoolgirl professor, it's a fantasy. You know, people like that stuff. Like, people sleep with their teachers all the time. Don't do it.
Sick.
But they do.
Sick. I have way too much love.
You know what sucks? I've never had like.
You've never had a crush on a teacher?
I've had a crush, but I was a little too young for Mr. Alex. Anyway.
I love this woman too much to say I had a crush on her because she looked at me as an amazing person. I'm like, I don't want you to think I was attracted to you at the same time.
Listen, I was about to be 18, but I just never been that type of person. Like, I wasn't,
I was in 9th grade. What the fuck?
I was finna graduate and he was real young. He looked like he was about 24. I was like, we ain't that far off, baby. But I've never had like these cool, crazy experiences. Like, people be like, yeah, I did this, I did that. I'm like, damn, ooh. Like, I'm not saying I wanted to, like, with my professor or nothing, but that would have been cool, getting thrown up on a chalkboard or something, you know, one time, like, after I was legal, of course, y'all. Like, damn. I'm just saying, like, I would have loved to tell, like, my daughters that when I was all old and shit. Like, you don't know what your mom used to have it like that.
Get into it type of shit. See, it's like, I can't say I haven't.
Holy cannoli. I feel like I'm missing out on life. All you professors out there that are like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You got somebody watching this and wanting to become a professor.
Yo, they
all
about
of a
to
sudden.
DM you like, hello, that little Puerto Rican boricua you got on there.
Tell Shorty I teach 8th grade math. What's her favorite subject?
You trying to tutor me, baby? Like, un poquito, you know, I love learning.
Bro, that's the reason why I could never get into shit like that. It's like, people really start expecting things like that. Like they expect, make a scene like this, that. See, bro, I want more out of life, you know.
Do you?
Of course, you know, the cheeks is great. Like, people throwing shit up on me is nice. Like, getting those. See, this is the part where she doesn't know about any of this, so anything I say will feel like bragging, so I won't. But
brag. I want to hear it.
But no, like, the things you hear on the platform is like, it's nice, you know, like, I don't think there's ever been a man that has heard these words and never felt like he was on top of the world.
Man, what I'd give to be a man.
A third leg.
Cha-cha.
What man hurts third leg and you're not? You put your foot down once you hear shit like that. You're like, oh yeah. But I'm not gonna lie, that's one of those things where it's like, I used to be like very much tapped into my sexual side, and I'll say why, right?
You're not anymore?
It's not like I'm not anymore. It's more so like I don't tap into that shit unnecessarily.
Okay. Heard you.
At times I used to because I feel like I had to because it's what people expected out of me. My easy access. A lot. Me and my friends have a group chat called that, and it's a thing where it's kind of like easy access is the term given to somebody who has easy access to women. And if a woman is in the group, you have easy access to men. Oh. So, like, it's easy for you to get through that. So me, I'm Mr. Easy Access. That shit kind of started off. It was like, they used to just call me out, you have easy access. And then the group chat started calling that. And then now it's like, the term gets passed down once you're him.
Oh. So you've been bestowed.
Yeah, you got handed down to them. You know, just one of those things keep on passing down.
Oh, so you get a lot of coochie.
I get coochie thrown at me.
He get a lot of coochie. Okay, baby. He be out here fiddling and diddling. Do you think?
I did that shit well enough to perfect my craft.
Oh, and that's it. Damn.
No, that's not just it. I'm just saying it's like the priority at a certain point,
Heard.
you know, was get good at this shit, motherfucker. You know, because it was bad. That's the thing. Sex wasn't even that enjoyable. No, I'm genuinely.
Sorry,
it wasn't
so
that
funny.
enjoyable.
Men
it's
are
like,
hilarious.
bro, because every woman comes across me, it's like they see the social media, the this, to that. It's like they're expecting you to perform.
Of course. They want you
without them doing shit.
Exactly.
Most women, I will very much say this. My podcast is rated 18 plus, so I don't really care about saying this, but bro, most women, y'all don't not know how to have sex. Y'all don't. Y'all just wait for a man that is good with sex to give you a great experience. And if it's not a great experience from the man, you sit there having a shitty experience. When have I will ask any woman this, right? The great thing is I'm not asking y'all this in person and getting y'all stuck on an answer.
Yeah, fuck
which
it,
means
just
y'all can keep on being delusional and run away.
Ice spicy.
When the fuck have y'all been having sex with a guy and it's been terrible and you're like, I'm gonna make this shit about me. I'm gonna take control and I'm gonna start doing what I gotta do.
I think you wrong. I can tell you that right now. You wrong.
You're telling me women do this?
Yeah, absolutely. Because even when you're in a relationship with a partner, maybe not the women you've been with, maybe not the women that most men have been with, but when you're in a relationship with a long time with somebody, not every time is gonna be spectacular, right? Like sometimes you go into it like, we're about to go to the grocery store. I'm trying to like, you know what I mean, one time
Quick
for the
little
one time.
song, you know, give me a little quickie real quick.
Right.
Let's make my shit feel thigh. Let it thigh a little bit.
Just spit on it real quick. I feel like for me, it's like I've been in situations with my partners where like I've always dealt with really hardworking men. So like if they're exhausted,
tired.
you feel me? You tired, baby? I got it. Give me a second. Let me.
See, that's you though. But do you think a lot of your friends are like that? See, I'm not even you yourself. They're most definitely women that take that.
After being friends with me, they are, because I talk women's ears off for that reason, because a lot of times I get the complaints. And then I will tell them, I'm like, listen, I love you, so take this with a grain of salt. But like, when's the last time that you did something for him or that you did X, Y, Z? You know, like one of my homegirls, we were talking the other day, and they have a great sex life, right? But they're going through some things right now. And she's like, I just feel like he don't even want to talk to me, blah, blah. And I told her, I said, well, when's the last time you posed it as like, hey, are you okay? What do you need before we even get into a conversation about what I need? Mm-hmm. Radio silence. You get what I'm saying? So it's the same difference with sex. Like, if I'm not really digging it, like, yeah, I could tell you what to do. I could tell you which way to move, how to do whatever. But like, realistically, maybe I could just turn you on more and then you'll want to do it. You feel me? Because a lot of times men don't eat good pussy because you guys aren't really making them want to eat pussy. And yeah, okay, a guy should crave it and should want to do it. But like, y'all don't like to suck dick. So it's the same difference, right? Like, when a man gets you going, you be like, oh, lay down. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying? But if a man doesn't get you going, you be like, no, baby, I don't really want to do that right now. Same difference. And I feel like because men are known to be such sexual creatures, women take that for granted and they don't really put in the work or whatever. But y'all got to also stop going on porn and trying to get like tips and tricks. Like, because these girls,
they're performing.
Yeah, they're performing. And they be like,
what looks the best don't feel the best.
Right.
I will say this as a man who has to put that bitch on display, and I understand when I am in love, the type of dick I be giving, bro. The things that look the greatest or feel the greatest, it is not feel the greatest, but like the things that you think are like the best thing to put on a show for, it is never, bro. I'm telling you, and love me, there's a reason why I see this is the thing I fuck a certain way and I make love. There's having sex and there's making love. I keep those things very separate. When I'm with my person,
spicy.
Like, I want to be into you. I want to be in your skin. Like, I want you kissing all over my body. But with a shorty I don't know,
damn,
I felt so bad.
So you just like,
no, I felt so bad about this. This was one of those shorties, like, she really wanted the intimate shit. And I'm like, I only give that to the person I feel those emotions for. I can't. And this is the thing, right? It was so bad. I'll even say this because it was like the subtlest thing. I'm meeting her shit. I know I am. I'm not gonna lie. I know I was, right? And then she keeps on going. This is how I know I am, right? Kiss me.
Oh.
What girl do you know you're not doing your thing? And she's asking, she's getting that turned on. She wants a kiss. She's like, kiss me. I hear it. But I'm in a certain position where I don't have to look at it, right? I ignore it. I act like I don't hear it. I start going louder. She asks again.
No,
kiss
she
me.
didn't. No, bendito mami.
At one point, I stayed in the same position for so long until all those kisses me got asked. It was like a good 4. Kiss me.
And you just, tú la dejaste así, you just left it.
Yeah, on the last one, I felt so bad staying in the same position. I just switched her to a position where I couldn't kiss her. So like and then after she was like, oh, so kissing isn't your thing, huh? And I was like,
okay, but I have a fair question.
Talk to me.
I don't know if you really that kind of man, because that's wicked. But like, how the fuck you get this girl on her panties without kissing her in the first place? Wicked. I don't even want to be here no more. Bye. I gotta go, y'all. That's
I'm not gonna hold you.
Nothing. Nothing.
No, it's not like nothing. It's like.
What did you do with the?
But this is what I've realized.
You
right?
just said take
a
it
lot
off.
of no. A lot of women is like they get turned on, or they want to experience that. It's like off conversations. I'm the person where it's like I don't make a lot of moves.
But where was the? Because okay, I get the mental stimulation. Because hell yeah, I'm a sapiosexual, so I totally get like feeling stimulated, being like, oh, but like where was that like moment? Like the moment was just like fuck, like
oh, it's like
damn. Because I feel like the moment is usually led by some type of intimacy or kiss or something. Maybe I'm just not out here like,
it, huh? If they see it, no.
What do you mean?
I see it down my leg or some shit.
Damn, I guess I just never been approached like that. That's wicked. Y'all really out here just not kissing motherfuckers, letting them hit? That's crazy.
Yeah. I wasn't always like that, but the more I started really like tapping into like having sex frequently with somebody that I loved,
yeah,
the more I wanted that to be sacred. I'll be honest.
Right. I
didn't want to.
Yeah,
it didn't feel right. And I'll be honest, it's just like I'll start having sex with somebody like in a very intimate way, and I'll think about the person that I love. So
damn,
I can't.
It's like that's why I can't do it, because I'm too emotional. I was like, fuck around, start crying. What's wrong? Nothing, baby. I just don't know your last name. Like I can't do it. I really, I
can do it, but I have to have sex differently. I can't have sex the same way.
But it's so much better. It's so like,
that's my point. It's like it's not better without the me feeling the love part. Because the thing is, it's like wholeheartedly, I can want a release from you, but to have you hug me while for me to be stuck in me just being you, and then we're just kissing and stuff like that, and there's no movement happening, like we're just feeling each other. It's like those things, if I'm not that comfortable with you, it doesn't turn me on.
Damn.
Love is a thing that turns you on and stuff like that.
Oh,
but
100%.
when emotions aren't there, I don't want to do that shit. Because it turns me on. There's certain shorties like,
nothing.
Yeah. And this is the thing. Some of y'all don't know how to fucking kiss. Ridiculous. So it's like, we start kissing a little bit.
And they just like,
I want to go back to it. You going to fuck it up. That's just going to go limp. That bitch is sure they start doing things.
Yo.
Like that's why I had to get really good at being in control. Most women they love a dominant man because they just don't gotta do shit.
That's just sexy.
So I was just like, fuck it, I'm gonna learn how to toss you in all types of positions. I'm gonna go and just put you on my shoulders and all that. Like, you feel me? Like,
we do so much in real life.
Oh, okay.
That
I
we
thought
don't.
you don't mind sex. It was like,
oh no, that's
fuck y'all niggas be doing. What y'all be doing? Like, what?
Listen, you got okay. So yeah, obviously you don't gotta do like crazy stuff every time, but like there should be some times where you should be like on some Cirque du Soleil type thing, because if that's your partner and y'all really digging each other, like y'all need to explore head to toe. But like, I don't know, like the whole concept of like not really giving the person like your full potential, it bothers me, because I've been there where like sometimes people think that they can handle certain people's sexual drive and they can't.
I feel like most men fall for that. Okay, listen, guys. This is the thing that I feel like y'all don't understand about a man that has a high sex drive and a woman that has a sex drive. It is never fair. Okay? Like, bro, you can give a shorty 7 rounds. Like, I generally mean, like, you can have one of them nights where y'all are up until 7, like 6. Like, y'all have it's just been one of them nights. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Bro, I used to think you just got to keep going to a certain point. Women with a high sex drive don't have a certain point. Like, I'm talking about, I thought I've been meeting. I thought I've been good. We're done smoking, about to go to sleep. Go again. I gotta wash my face.
The better you do, the worse it is for you. For a woman that has a high sex drive?
I didn't understand that at first. I didn't understand that before dealing with a woman with a high sex drive, right?
Yeah.
I thought some woman is like, once you really put in work and you kill that shit. So that's why I'm like,
absolutely not, dame. More. It gives you like a energy. Like you feel like you
y'all don't have the blood flow issue. You feel me? Like I can want to go and my shit's like, I'm tired.
It's nice.
Your thing.
No.
It doesn't say I'm tired. It says I may not do work, but he wants to come in. Open up.
They're never tired. They just need motivation. That's it. That's it.
I don't like that, bro. Like, I love it. I'll be honest. I love it. But in moments, you're like, you ain't done. But I also, in that moment, I was dealing with someone with a high sex drive that very much loved every part of me. So it didn't matter what type of round we had. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's like sex, when you are really you're with someone you're intimate with, and it's like you love the idea of being around them. It's not about performing anymore, because it's like us tapping into this it's more like that's just a gift. Like, that's just the thing you're grateful for. It's not how it happened. Mm-hmm. How did we nut, this and that. It's like we got to hold on to each other. Like, this is what I'm saying. It's like when you're holding on to hands, like, I'm not thinking about my strokes. I'm thinking like I want to grab onto you. Like, all of these thoughts are like, they're a little different when you're in love. And it's like there's less pressure, because it's like, guess what? I'll have a bad round where I nut quick. But guess what she gonna tell me? You know you're gonna get that motherfucker back up, right? And I'm like, baby, come on. You know I ain't gonna leave you out like for a bad night. A bad round? Sure. A bad night? We can't do that. You're my shorty. If I start doing this, now you're gonna think about some other thing you probably got in the past. Nah. Men, do not go into relationships with a woman and you don't think about being the number one, not the biggest, but the best. So you gotta listen how she likes to be licked, grab, this and that. It's like, make those conversations where it's like y'all can learn. A lot of people, it's like y'all look at sex as a thing where it's like you're performing. No, you're learning, especially with somebody you love. A lot of the times they probably don't know everything they liked. But the more y'all try shit, expand shit. And also, like, stop being boring with this shit.
Please.
A lot of y'all stop enjoying having sex with each other because you do the same shit 24/7.
Every time. And it don't always gotta be in the motherfucking bed. Take her as soon as she get home from work. Like,
some of y'all are really vanilla. Like, I be thinking I gotta do more, but if I really...
No sprinkles, no whipped cream,
it's because
no
I
cherries.
do so much. I'm like, I just gotta keep it active. Like, I can't let you get bored of this shit. Like, put you in positions you ain't never been placed in. Like,
but it's so easy to be creative in sex because you can make it fun. You know what I'm saying? You can make
men
it
perform.
interactive.
That's the thing. So they stick to what they're good at.
But that's why, like, a man should focus on his performance, his endurance, his stamina, and a woman should focus on her pregame.
But
it's just
I'll keep it a band with you. If you ask a man about that, they won't have no idea. Practice on his endurance? What do you mean practice on my endurance? What does that even look like?
Bro,
most people do not search shit if they need to know unless it's out there.
But it's wicked because you want to put your dick inside everybody.
Yeah.
But you don't even know, like, because here's the thing, and I just want to hit this topic real quick because it happens a lot where people bring it up, like the whole size thing. Don't get me wrong. I feel like women, the reason why some women are like, oh, I can only be with somebody who has a big penis is because they like the painful aspect of it. It's like on some BDSM shit. You feel me? It's like, it's painful, but it's good. Probably like one of those things. But realistically, baby, 5 to 6 inches is cool too. You just got to know what you're doing with it. And you also have to like make the woman comfortable enough where like her body is like not tense and released. You know what I mean? And then as a woman, you got to put in your work too, because if you got a man who does have because that's an average size penis in America, right? 5 to 6 inches. If you have a man who's that, why are you not doing your Kegels every day? You mad at him because you can't feel him, but you're not practicing your muscle mama. Like, that's where he's going. Like, you should be doing Kegels from the morning you wake up to when you go to sleep, because realistically, you don't got to take your clothes off for it. It's not inconvenient. You could do it while you drive, while you lay down, while you work. So do that, come back next month and tell me how you feel, because I promise you sex is going to be better for you and you're probably going to be able to squirt it.
I knew this girl, it's like 11, I was like 11th grade senior year or some shit. She did them shits. I'll be honest, she was one of those shorties where it's like,
she could grip it. Gorilla.
What the fuck? That's not the route I was going there.
Oh shit. My bad. Shout out to her though.
I was trying to be wholesome. I was just literally, I was about to say she knows her body.
Oh.
She did exercises. Shorty goes, oh, she had that gorilla. Like, generally, like, she was the first. I'll admit, very young. This is giving you mad credit, but I don't think you know anything about me at this point. You probably know my face or some shit, but you were one person that made me understand the fact that there's a lot of ways to take care of your body sexually in terms of like getting better even while you're not having sex. She was the one person who's like, oh, I do these exercises. I'm like, huh? Mm-hmm. But let's just say
he still remembers.
Stop it. Somebody gonna see this and get mad at me. What the fuck? But not that I remember it, but I remember that shit. Yeah.
He remembers.
There was just a lot of control with the
Ladies, I'm telling you, you. My God, listen. Shout out to everybody who follows me because I never talk like this. So y'all better enjoy this shit.
It really happens.
But it's a good
They'll
conversation.
ask sexual ass questions sometimes, and that's all it is.
You feel,
But, yeah.
I get that a lot too, but the thing is, it's better to do it like this
Yeah.
than it is with just
Getting
a
back
woman
and forth.
sitting there being
Yeah,
like,
it's
yeah,
a-
so this is the gorilla grip. Like, no, but you know.
Men love the grip, by the way. We feel it every time.
Yeah, they do.
Even if we got a corner more. Trust me, y'all don't understand. Your thing is a muscle. Like, right? If you go in there, this part is not soft. This part, they're not soft. So when it's kind of like you're closing in that whole entire hole in us, and we're like,
You're making it tighter, baby. And the thing is that most women don't get taught these things. And like you said, they don't know their body. And we talked a little bit about this the last podcast, but women are becoming more and more desensitized. I saw a post recently, a meme where it was like a Spencer's or something, like a sex store. And it was like a whole shelf of these like creature dildos. So it was like an octopus tentacle, a fucking alien penis, like a fucking dog penis. They had a dog penis shaped dildo. Like, first of all, I wanted to almost throw up. Like, I'm not even trying to judge y'all, but like a tentacle, this tentacle was like, I see. Why? You're giving birth at that point. Like, I understand everybody has their kinks and their stuff, but like, you can't do that and then want to be with a normal man and think that you're still gonna come the way that you normally do with that gigantic toy. It's hitting the back of your throat from your vagina. That's wicked. Like, and then there's like jackhammers and shit that you could use for your vagina. Like,
what?
There's like a hammer shaped dildo, and it literally when you press the button, it's like I could probably really nail a nail on the wall. And I just you have to realize, like, no matter what you do, you have to know, because there's okay, here's the thing. Most people, you know how you were talking about like the perfume and stuff? The reason why these areas, they're areas that turn you on. When you go home today and you mess with your partner, lick all up in here, inside their arm, bite them, kiss them, all up. This isn't even fucking
I used to search up those.
You feel me? Bro, what? And
Search up body parts that is sensitive.
If you've been with them for a long time, they're gonna look at you like, where the fuck you learn that? Tell them that girl Luly sent you. Because me personally, if I'm with somebody, I'm doing the most because I want to know. Not everybody likes the same thing. Not everybody likes it the same tempo. And sometimes, like, there's some guys who, when they like head, they do like the whole like caress him everywhere, do all this stuff. Some guys is like, just get right to it. So if you don't know that about your partner, maybe that's why he's being monotonous with you, is because you're taking 20 minutes to suck his penis when he doesn't even like that. But he loves you, so he lets you do it.
Learn the person's body and learn like how a body functions in general, right? I used to follow this dude, and this is what I'm saying. Is like, it feels bad speaking on these things when you do it, because it's like, oh, what the fuck? I had to follow a guy to learn shit. The motherfucker was in his 50s, probably in his 40s or 50s, and I know he been having sex all his life. you think I can compete with all he knows? What I learned in a year, it can be drastic sometimes. So I listened to him. And he used to give mad random tips. It was like a little alpha. His thing was kind of like, I'm investing into the alpha males so they can actually be deserving of that title. So I watched him because it's like, if you want to be an alpha male, you got to know this. He was always kind of corny with the way he delivers messages. I'm not gonna lie, but it was always valid.
Right.
But from him, I will admit, I learned so many different places to kiss, and I will tell you them right now. Collarbone. It's a beautiful fucking spot, but use your tongue. Make sure it's a little wet. Like you gotta feel like, gotta be a little slow and dense with it, right? A little portion, like slightly behind the neck. And when you're back here, don't just suck on her shit. Like, just nibble a little bit. Like, nibble, I don't mean like bite. But just your tongue a little bit. You feel me?
Bite that
gotta be soft.
I'm kidding.
Whatever she's into, not everybody's into it, all right? If she likes that aggressive shit, don't listen, all right?
Chill. Slow and steady.
But, right? And then, like, this is the thing. If you're about to eat it, kiss her whole entire leg. Focus on the inner thighs first, right? As you're going down to her whole leg, have her inner thigh gripped the whole time. Let me go back to the hand thing again, you know?
Check.
Holding on to this, there is a sensation women get from it no matter what you do. I want you to try, before you get into eating the cat one day, right? Start kissing her from her legs. Like, I mean, like, even toes. I'm not when you gotta suck them, just kiss them.
No, suck them.
You should do
Top
that for
tier.
your wife.
Top
right?
tier.
And then you keep going down, like kiss slowly. And when you get to the knee, behind, little trick behind the knee. But this is the thing, nobody really thinks about that, because when would you get in a position to do that?
Massage.
That's my point. But
Yeah,
when you
man.
have her legs up, you can kiss on the back of her knee. All of these spots, and once you get to the thighs level, As you get closer, she feels it even more, but you slow down to build up the anticipation. You have to understand how a woman functions. It's like once the build up for a woman, and when you see bodies start swarming and you're not like, I'm not even touching you, bro. When you learn how to fucking do that, or like just breathing on it before you even get there, like I'm generally mean, like I'm not, don't blow on her shit. You feel me? But like you just in front of it was like, literally, if you're right next to me, I can feel you breathe. You don't need to overdo it.
Exactly.
But just the idea of you letting her know you're there, but she doesn't know if she's about to get licked.
Mm-hmm. It's the teasing. It's the anticipation. That's always the best part. And the great part about that is you can do it every trip. Like even if you're used to this person, like your sensitivity will always be your sensitivity.
It's her stomach.
Yeah.
Start in different places.
The thing is, I think you know what it is too? I think a lot of people are in a rush. They're in a rush to get it, not even to get it done like it's a chore, but more so like, I just want you so bad. And it's like, you're going to want them even more if you take your time. Like in the best way, because I feel like you're going to actually notice. Like you said, you have to pay attention too. Yeah. Like when you do something, look at them. And eye contact is
feel
top
how
tier.
Big thing.
Top tier.
How her body reacts is for men. That's one thing I feel like we really lack on. And women tend to focus on this more because they know their body reacts less than us. Because we only really react when we're like ejaculating most of the times, I'll be honest. But a lot of women, it's like they get more attention given to their body. So they understand the idea that their body reacts to things, right? So for me, I learned that pretty quickly. Just like when I know certain things I did, I was good. Like there were things I knew I was good. There were things I know I was like, I had to get better. But when I did those things that I was good at, I noticed that their bodies would react a little differently. It's almost like, fun fact, right? It's uncontrollable when it's real. I hope you guys understand that. A constant moan, constantly where everything is just the exact same, set in stone, great rhythm, it's bullshit.
It's fake.
Because this is the thing, right? You're doing something that's making her feel that way. Anytime you switch it up, she's reacting to what you did. So there are certain times where you'll feel the shortness out of breath, and it's because you picked up the tempo. But you pick up the tempo, you slow down, and her moans is the exact same. She's faking it. I promise you, my boy. Like, and if the thing is the only thing you get from her moans, no, bro. Like, I'm telling you, when she feel like her back will get off the fucking bed. You ever seen a woman get aggressive?
Exorcist.
Bro, I know that we think, oh, women don't like the whole pushing your head down. I have had women where I was like, stop. Like, I wanted to hit him for a quick second. Like, bitch, I can't breathe. Like, I'm trying to pleasure you, but like, you're doing too much. Like, bro, I'm talking about like, there's certain woman, you think guys were bad, the whole, oh, put your face in there, I'm gonna get you to choke. There's certain woman, it's like, you don't want me to breathe. Like, it's just, I'm talking about like, grabbing on my hair, putting, and I'm like, I'm trying to get my nose to lift up a little bit to give me some air in the little crevices, but there's certain woman, once you know what you're doing, they become guys. The whole like, oh, after you're done with the woman, she doesn't want you no more. What? Bro, a woman will be done. You're not done. Come here. No, you're not leaving. Like, I'm talking like, you're not leaving. Come here. They'll tell you to finish and then they'll still say you're not going nowhere. I'm telling you, when you get a woman to want you, and that's what I've learned, which is why it's like, I don't make moves a lot of times. I have a short, even over my crib. It's my thing, right? If a shorty slides over your crib, I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you're a weirdo, she's never doing it. Understand that. If you are a person where she may be okay with things going a certain way based off vibes, I'm not saying the moment she's in your crib, this is what it is. But when y'all have had certain conversations already and she still allowed herself to show up, she understands the possibilities.
Absolutely. That's true.
And for me, once I know that we're both okay with the possibility, I want you to want it first. It's not like I don't want it already, but I want you to think you want it first.
Spicy. And
that normally kills women. The idea that you're not trying to fuck them, oh my God, that turns them on.
Shit. I love it. Like, I love it. Listen,
bro,
I love it.
Come on.
I love it. It's instant. Just it's empty right now, but when it's full, instant, because it happens. Okay, and this it doesn't even matter what you look like, right? Because men are gonna get with whoever they feel like they're attracted to. But when you are someone that's like socially acceptable, like attractive wise, everybody. Like, I can't even talk to, like, you know, y'all see the cute little old men. I see them as perverts because the cute little old men turn into, oh, if I was 20 years younger, I'd be like, you still wouldn't hit it. You still wouldn't hit it, sir. All right, if you don't get out of here, Gregory. Like, so.
My cousin's name is Gregory.
Oh my God, I'm sorry, cousin.
My fault, cousin.
But you know, like when a man doesn't want to, because hello, he's not blind. He sees you. He knows he's attracted to you. but he values you. He respects you. And even if it is a little fucking mind game like Chance, it still is a respect to an extent, because he's like, you know what? This girl, I feel like I'm going to enjoy her more if she wants me first. Versus like if I go to her, every dude's out here wanting her. You know what I'm saying? So you do have to be strategic with certain things, because me personally, it's not like I love being complimented. I have a praise kink for sure. So like princess, all that shit, yes, please, por favor, all that. Pero if a man is constantly talking about something sexual, or it's always about my physicality, super, because now I feel like you're doing that to everybody. I don't feel special. I don't feel like, you know? And I think that as women, I actually told my homegirl this yesterday, you just need to speak up. Like, whether it's a sexual experience, something you don't like. Because if you like the man and you just assume that he's going to just know what you like, how you like it, whether it's sexual or maybe he did something to bother you, you're going to fail every time. Because a lot of men, at least the ones that I'm coming about, they haven't been in a relationship in over a year, 2 years, 3 years. So it's hard to get used to sharing your time and your space and your heart with somebody again. So if you don't like something, if the bedroom's awkward, I would speak up every trip, like, hey, listen, you don't got to belittle him, right?
You know how to deliver that message.
Exactly.
Because that is a very sensitive thing for men. You'll have the man, you'll see a sexual man not even want to touch you no more, just because they feel like they're, like that insecurity starts seeping. Those like,
damn, I suck.
Am I doing this? It's also the thing is like, I know a lot of women, you think it's like at times because he's a man, you should just be able to deliver shit. Nah, bro. Once he loves you, he becomes that same little boy that needs his mother. Like, you feel me? Like, it is. You should want that.
Because you're the only person that could break him.
So, in other words, it's like, once you have that power, understand how easily that shit can fuck a man up when you say the wrong thing at the wrong time. It doesn't leave. Because this is the thing about woman and man that's a little different. You guys have a little bit more people that tend to have access to your emotional side. A lot of men can count on their fingers the people that really have gotten to see them cry, this and that.
Right.
So when you do some shit and you really hit a nerve, you're 1 out of 3, you're 1 out of 4, you're 1 out of 5. Right. For a woman, no offense, but y'all deal with so many. Yeah, it's like, it's not even like, oh, she's a hoe, she's constantly letting people, but it's more so it's like your emotions are accepted. So it's constantly something that's a little bit more motivated or pushed to get out there, and people accept it. For a man, nah. So sometimes when he tells you some shit, you might have been, this is the thing, right? A lot of guys, a lot of things a man has gone through that he really doesn't want to tell anybody. There's one woman that knows about it. One. I promise you, there are certain things I've never spoken to certain exes until I got to a certain partner where I felt like I got to a certain level of love and trust. And I'm like, I'll let you know this. But I will promise you, if it ever was taken the wrong way, not another person would get the chance to have access to that.
I think that's beautiful though, because if you give access to something to someone all the time, then again, it just defeats the purpose of it being exclusive. You know what I mean? Like, if everybody had access to you in that way, then that girl wouldn't have meant as much to you. You know what I mean? Like, and I feel like the best way to deliver, you know, just kind of piggybacking off both, the best way to deliver anything as a woman to a man, when it's something that you know that your words could cut deep, right? Because women were gifted that. Like, we can either destroy or like build anything with our words, right? That's why a man is stronger than us physically, because he can do it with his hands. So my approach, if anybody needs advice or you feel like, damn, my man does this, I don't know how to tell him, make it about him. Because sometimes men don't know how to say, hey, I never learned that. Like, I don't know how to make a woman do this, or I've never made a woman orgasm. And it's conversations that it ties back into our last YouTube video about the whole making a safe space. Yeah. You get what I mean? Because again, and this is for the women who have the patience for it, right? But like, respectfully.
Facts.
Respectfully. But like, if you really love somebody and you feel, because there was some, I think DJ Academics, no? Like, his wife had come out and said like in 20 years, she never had an orgasm. Something wicked. They wrote a book about it together and everything. I think it might be DJ Academics or one of the ones on the Breakfast Club. Yeah. But like 20 years, she probably didn't say anything. You know, she was probably like, I love this man so much, I'm gonna fake it, or I'm gonna, you know. But I don't believe that. I feel like it's not a bad thing to tell someone, hey, like, you just don't know my body yet. It's okay. But tell them in a way where you want to know their body. Because I don't know, men, when women lead by example, men kind of just follow when it comes to like sexual stuff.
We don't want to be left behind.
You know what I mean? So he's like, oh, you just did that, I'm about to outdo you, girl.
My thing is like that, because our egos are way too high. Like, a shorty she finished, like going crazy on my shit. I'm like,
he's gonna go hard.
I'm like, you think you about to play me at this bitch? I can be a munch too. Spread, lay down. I know I finished, but not lay down. I don't need no blood flow for this. I got you. Sit down. For my like that was the thing. It's like when you are open and you're communicate about these things, and it's like you guys can make it a competition. Like there's certain people. It's like we'd go back and forth with each other. It's like, nah, you did not just do that to me. It's one of those things you have to be fun with it. But I think one thing that's always made it a little easier for women to do that. It's like I always told them, it's like I am learning your body. So there are certain things you have to offer. You have to be able to like be willing to say it in the moment. I think that's one of the things that has probably made me such a better partner sexually. It's just the fact that I've told women they can tell me things as we're doing it. Bro, I am dominant, but I don't mind following instructions on how to make you feel great because I'm trying to be dominant to do this. Like I want to impose my will on you, but I want to do it in a way where I can sit back after and be like, yeah, I killed your shit, didn't I?
Right, it's just still shaking.
Or when I don't say nothing at all on purpose because I know what I did, you feel me? Because I was listening when her body did this. I was like, so we got to focus a little bit more on this. I tried this and she didn't react. I'm like, this don't work for her. We going to keep on focusing on the other things that work. You feel me? But it's like the instructions thing. It's like, for me, it's the easiest thing because this is the thing, right? Most men seem to forget. We get caught up in it a lot. There are times where she will tell me, slow down. I do slow down. Well, how long do you think I slow down for? Sometimes I just pick up the speed back up. But it's just like
3 strokes.
Yeah, you're forcing it. These strokes is ridiculous. I slow down for a good amount.
Okay.
A good amount. But then at times, that's the thing. When you slow it down, you start feeling everything. You start getting low.
You about that?
Not even that. I get excited. I start. Nah, I'm back in this bitch. Hold on. And she got to tell me, slow baby, slow baby, slow baby.
Because it feels so good when y'all slow the fuck
But
down.
when you say slow, baby, and I hear that, I'm thinking, oh, yeah, you want me to just a little bit.
No, we finna come. But if we say we about to come, y'all nut. So we don't say that. That's the next one. Like, it is.
Yeah, that's a hard thing for me. Man. But this is the thing, though, right? You have to be honest. At times you can say I'm about to come, and it still takes you like a fucking minute to get there.
That's why we stopped saying that shit. We started saying slow.
Like this is the thing. When you say you're coming, we're expecting it. But for a man, we can get about 5 strokes in 1 second. So do you understand how many strokes we're delaying? like, bro, learn how to continue when you're done. One thing I'll say for most men, just keep going. Even if you're done, this is the thing, right? The closer she gets to finishing, the more sensitive everything is. So it's like, I have had moments where my shit I did nut. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it a brain with y'all. If y'all never had this experience of nutting with a woman at the same time,
amazing.
They fall in love with you. It is rare for them to even get to that point, to know y'all both are getting to that point, and she's looking at you. Wait, it's the first time it happens, both people are always confused. Always confused. You look at each other. It's like she sees it in you because we have our cues. We just have our cues, and then because you don't know. I'll be honest. Yeah, I can make a woman do that, but I'm not gonna make her do it every single time. It takes a little more work to get y'all there. You feel me? I'll be honest. But once she tells you that, and you're like, I'm about to get there too. Hold on, men. We all have a position where we don't feel shit on our tips. This is that sensitive part. We all have a position for it.
Is it the same one? I want to know.
I don't know.
Is it like universal? Because I'm gonna take that one off the list.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
No, but it's a good thing. It's one of those where it's like it gives us a break to focus on you.
Oh, fuck that.
Nah.
I'm just kidding. There's certain positions so I still need
but
that. Then
you don't. This is the thing, right, fellas? Don't go all the way out and back in. All the way out back in. When you're getting closer to that point, slow down how far you go. Because for us, you think it's dumb, but for her, your whole shit is in. Okay, I'm sorry. I should have brought this out first. If you have a size when you're in her that makes her feel good, then you don't have to worry about this as much because you hold it. Because think about it, right? If a motherfucker angles your shit the right way, sits in that bitch
with the gorilla,
bro, she's feeling it the whole entire time. And this is my thing, right? When you can feel her insides and understand what it's like a little bit more, you can tell when it's like, I angle myself like this. I know exactly. It's like I'm grinding this part. When you're fingering her, you're grinding this part, right? But most men, you get into sex, you forget that. You think your thing is in and out, in and out. No, you angle yourself a certain way where you're actually touching this shit. And the more you do that, the less you need all of this extra space. So you'll focus on just a little one, just a little inch out, but you need to know the spots you're hitting. And this is the thing most men tend to forget. You think end up right way every time. It moves for certain women. As they're ovulating, their spot changes. Most men will never know of this.
Got whole wives and shit.
Never know of this, but I'm letting you know now, right? Her most sensitive spot switches. In other words, you have to play a fucking game, throw up gang signs in that motherfucker to figure out, oh, you in here.
Never let them know your next move, ladies.
I learned their next move so I can stay on top of it. And when you do, they love that shit.
And that's why he got an OnlyFans. Getting the coochie man thrown left and right.
I'm the coochie man.
Not the coochie man.
Yeah, see, the actual serious stuff, we'll get to that in another time for y'all folks.
This is a good conversation, though. It's healthy. I feel like a lot of people need to hear things like this. We also need to be in a world where we feel more comfortable about our sexuality, because that's why a lot of people are just with people because they're only having good sex, or they're with people and they're not having good sex. So
it's like y'all are scared to learn. And this is the thing, right? Ladies, learn what you can do to aid. Because this is one of the worst parts about men receiving feedback about sex. It's the fact that it's hard not to feel insecure, hard not to feel like it's on us when there's nothing on your part that's brought up. Like, let's say you're giving me, it's like, oh, you should be doing this. But you don't present something where it's like, oh, I can also do this to help. Or you start saying like, oh, he's doing something wrong. But I also be like, it's like, if I'm going to tell a girl, it's like she has to do something better, but I always present it with, I can also get better. If you don't do that, it fucks up a lot.
Wait,
trust me.
Did you just say that you would say that you could always get better if the girl's not doing what she got to do?
Oh, no.
Oh,
like, as in, like, I'll ask her what she has to do, but I will always communicate the fact that I can get better, which is the whole reason why.
From her?
Yeah, from her. Because that's why I like a lot of, it's like I told them, it's like, if I'm eating shit, I was like, if I got to slow it down, just tell me, because there's certain women, they like when I do that little fast-ass shit with my tongue. I'm one of the, it's not a lot of men that can do that. So when they get hit with that there's certain woman, I thought I needed the roast for that. This little, but I'm like, I used to do that shit to thirst trap woman when I was 17. But the skill stayed. The endurance to have my jaw locked in one position, have my tongue just know, you just stay out and just. But it's like,
it's the Spanish
learn.
genes.
You feel me?
You feel me? The R.
You gotta be nice with it.
Lord.
Yeah. Like, okay. We'll end it off here, but one thing I will say, bro, is like, in terms of like us concluding it, giving like that final advice, be communicative. Every woman's body is different. Every woman has their own weird turn-ons. Trust me, bro. I have known of a woman with a turn-on in her fucking belly button. Am I gonna sit here and judge her, or am I gonna sit here and be like, my goal is to turn you on? I'm gonna use my thumb and rub on that motherfucker.
That part.
Like, you gotta be honest. What's your goal here? My goal is to make her feel great. This makes you feel great. I'll act like I'm pressing a button if you needed to. I don't give a fuck.
Twist it, Bob.
I'll be in back shots, poking your shit. It don't matter. You like that. You get it. Go into sex with that mindset. And this is the thing for men. You're like, well, I got every woman, once they're trying, bro, I have known of women that are in love and they're like, wait, I gotta. And we've been in group chats where we are very communicative with everyone. Like, I have a group chat where a lot of friends of mine that we're really close to, they've seen my dick. It's not like I sent it in there. Oh. But it has just been out there where it's like they've gotten a chance to see it. You feel me?
What a friend.
So it's one of those things where we're very comfortable with each other. It's like where a shorty will literally come into the group chat and be like, guys, or like the girls that are also in there, I need tips on being better at slurping shit for my man.
Wicked.
When a woman loves you and you are doing everything to turn her on, she doesn't want to leave you behind. And the more you make it about her, the more she feels like she has to make it about you.
Absolutely.
It's like my
little under.
Drop the mic moment. Yeah. Give him your drop the mic moment.
My drop the mic moment. I would say to never feel like that's it with anything. Like whether it's a job, a relationship, whatever, because it can always get better and it can only extend from you, because literally everything outside of you is a reflection of you and how much effort and work you put into it. So I don't care how long you've been with somebody, always make an effort and always make it about them, because realistically, like Chance said, it will go back to you. And every time. And I would say the last one is like, explore your freak. Because I'm going to be real with you. I'm gonna be so real right now. I'm sorry, mama. For most of my life, I've been in long-term relationships, and I never really spoke out about certain things that I was curious about or that I wanted. And it wasn't until my last long-term relationship that I was like, fuck that. Like, I already don't do crazy shit. Yeah. And you'd be surprised like how open somebody is to certain things, and then the things they'll tell you that they want to do that you've never known. So I would say definitely explore your freak, try some new things, be spicy, have sex outside, you know, respectably though, you know, at night and shit when nobody can see you, but do cool things.
Nah, that's just getting caught. That's just a little more.
I know, but stay away from parks and shit, because that would be crazy having to get on a pedophile list because you wanted to be wrecked.
Okay, with anything involved with kids,
they'll put you there just for you, even if there's no kids around.
I get that, but I don't think I'll ever try it in an area where I feel like I can't get out of it. You know what I mean?
Sure, just
like,
run,
yeah.
just fucking book it.
And this is why you gotta get windows with tents. If your car look like it's dark 24/7,
yeah, that
is a lot of freedom to
middle of the parking lot.
Oh no.
Facts.
While I'm driving, even the driver next to me can't see shit. My car's tinted.
Shout out to everybody with a Tesla out there. You got it, baby. Get them windows tinted, go in the backseat.
Thrive, my boy. Thrive.
If you're gonna be with somebody, be nasty. That's it.
Yeah. But yeah, I think I appreciate y'all for coming in and tuning in. A lot of these conversations, if this is one thing y'all have to understand, right? I want y'all to be given authentic shit. Not a lot of reasons why it's like podcasts are so shit nowadays. I will be very honest. I don't think my podcast is just that fucking really compared to everybody else, but a lot of podcasts I watch, it's like you see comments on it, like people don't appreciate the conversations. Why? They're the exact same every single time, which means people are so used to the idea of let me perfect this and deliver it to a platform. That's not why people listen to podcasts. Because whatever it is that you're listening to me say, you can go out there and find it said in a more beautiful, like in a way that's way more beautiful, or find information that's a little more accurate. You can always do that. What podcasts we're unique for is the idea that we're having a conversation and it's being recorded. Even if you are one person, it's the idea that you are speaking on something and it's there. So for me, I don't like if there's multiple people there. Why the fuck do I need to make sure it goes this or make sure it goes that way? So for me, it's like I want to bring y'all authentic shit. I don't care about it being the best way possible, anything like that. Because in the messiness, there's a lot more learning that can be done. Because at times, right, I do want y'all to learn from fixing the wrong shit that I say. I know with a lot of people's ego on a platform, that's not a thing you would expect. But if y'all can correct me in the comments on something that I posted, I love it. Generally, I do. In a certain moment, I used to be insecure, like, oh, you saying I don't know this? But now it's like, there's always something more to learn. There's always a different perspective to be taken into account. Not that it's wrong, or even if it's wrong, or if it's right, take it into account. Now you have access to more information. I appreciate you guys for coming in. You know, I appreciate you for listening to your boy, Chance Drive. You know, I'll drop the government real quick.
Spicy.
Thanks, Duvella, Mr. Duvella. You know, certain points y'all really ain't gonna be able to say Chance no more. You know, it's gonna be, hey, Mr. Duvella. PhD. You know, when I pull out the PhD, it's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, the Professor
Dr. Duvella, Professor Duvella. I'm not gonna lie. I will go back to my school and teach one day. Oh my God, as a professor.
Spicy.
The fits. Ah! All right, so you've been listening to Chance to Strive with Chance and
Is that girl in here?
Aye.
Spicy.